Hello and welcome to the Kopala TV main news. We get straight into the headlines. Government warned not to implicate opposition in the gassing of households. HH condemns act of terror. Kambwili warns DMMU. And Wusakile lawmaker speaks out on FA's impasse. Join us in a bit after this. To present the Kopala TV main news, my name is Wawila Musongole. The opposition Republican Progressive Party, RPP, says it is regrettable that the ruling PF wants to implicate the opposition in the gassing of households in some parts of the country by unknown persons. RPP leader James Lukuku says the opposition is aware that in their own lack, the government plans to maliciously link UPND President Hakainde Hichilema to the escalating riots, gassing of households and ritual killings. Mr. Lukuku claims the PF is using an international media outlet to circulate falsehoods against the UPND leader. The RPP leader says under the plot, the PF will allegedly generate malicious reports using fake news journalists and fake stage-managed witnesses to link Mr. Hichilema to the acts of terror. He adds that the idea of the entire conspiracy is to block Mr. Hichilema from standing in the 2021 general elections. The RPP leader has described the schemes as evil and unfortunate. The ruling PF is yet to comment over the matter. Meanwhile, UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema says the continued gassing and putting of lives at risk by criminals while the PF turn a blind eye is unfortunate for the country. Mr. Hichilema has since condemned the barbaric behavior. The UPND leader has since urged President Edgar Lungu to for once show leadership by directing part of the state resources to protecting citizens from criminals. He says the security of the Zambian people is paramount and has regretted that people are living in fear and experiencing sleepless nights. Mr. Hichilema wonders why President Lungu is remaining mute on this very serious issue bordering on national security. The UPND leader said this in a press statement availed to Kopala TV News. The consolidated results of Thursday's Chiluba constituency parliamentary by-election have finally been announced. The results were announced by the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, today. Over 24,000 residents cast their votes in the disputed poll. According to the final results, PF's Mulenga Fube got over 16,000 votes, with the UPND obtaining over 4,000 votes.
Okay. I, John Longwe, being the returning officer for Chiluba constituency, hereby declare that I have, in accordance with the law, ascertained the results of the poll in the said constituents and that they have been given to Karabachao's UPPZ 279 votes, Karabachao's UPPZ 279 votes, Mpundu Mark Park 1,016 votes, Mpundu Mark Park 1016, Kalenga Henry NDC 1,308 votes, Kalenga Henry NDC 1308 votes, Charles Stanslas UPND 4,858 votes, Charles Stanslas UPND 4,858 votes. Fube Mulenga PF 16,000. PF 16653. I further declare that a total of 712 ballot papers have been rejected as invalid, and that a total of 24,826 votes were cast. I therefore declare that they said Fube Mulenga F to be this day duly elected as Member of Parliament for Chiluba constituency.
Meanwhile, the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) has described the Chiluba poll as a sham. NDC leader Chishimba Kambwili says the poll was marred by vote buying and gross malpractices. Dr. Kambwili said the PF abused the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit (DMMU) by distributing relief food to voters during campaigns.
Elections, what kind of a civil servant are you? And let me tell you, Chandakawe, and all those who are involved with the distribution of things from disaster management, that umulanduta uwola. Hello, mulandu mume kumplafi.
In case you have just tuned in, you're watching the Kopala TV main news. Now for our commercial breaks, join us after this. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to. With appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters, if you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Ndola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. Nyerere Road in Ndola is gradually being washed away. Helen Mwandila has the rest of the details in the following report.
This is Nyerere Road in Pamuzi, Mapungwa Township in Ndola district. The road is gradually being washed away owing to heavy rains, and the poor drainage system is contributing to the problem. The residents say during the rainy season, the roads here are usually flooded with water. This is because the drains are filled up and rainy waters have nowhere to escape. This development is taking a toll in damaging the roads. The damaged roads has been described as a death trap.
It's a death trap to both motorists and pedestrians. Someone can drive a minibus without knowing to say the road has been eaten. Now, if it falls full of passengers, both the vehicle and the people will die, and the vehicle damaged.
Residents here have urged the local authority to urgently work on the road network.
So as a result, we need drainage ile sula. If it rains, fiyeso sofia mkatile sula then kofiambo kwa parodi konso ku. Whatever, that's bad. So at least if they can help us, apa area because the paper is sana affected.
Small portion has been damaged. If they wait, the council will spend a lot of money instead of spending a few kwachas because the road is not yet fully damaged. So we are asking the council of Ndola engineering department to come and assess the damage of the road so that they repair it urgently.
An area PF Ward Councillor Manasseh Wheeler has promised that the council will soon work on the poor drainage system here.
Even the issue of the road, what we'll do, we will have to engage our colleagues from council engineering department so that they come and make an assessment. Because as you know, we may have some accidents that we may not wish to have in the community. Because like that, where the drainage is broke, and then we are having water running through the bridge, and we can't continue having it like that because it may be weakened, and we may not know the extent of what damage it has right now. And we have those professional engineers from council, they make the assessments and they make sure that we know the way forward that should be there. If it will be found that it needs our attention, definitely we'll have to move in and have that done.
Mr. Swiller has, however, advised the residents in the area to avoid throwing garbage in the drainage system as it is blocking the system, leading to flooding of the road. Helen Mondela, reporting for Kopala TV News in Ndola.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us in a bit after the break. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to. With appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters, if you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Ndola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back, and now in foreign news. As is their custom every Friday, Algerian citizens were protesting in larger numbers than usual yesterday to mark the first anniversary of the movement that overthrew their longest leader, President Abdelaziz Bouteflika. Despite President Bouteflika's fall, Algerian natives still demand the removal of the entirety of the country's current political establishment. We monitored Al Jazeera for these details.
Every Friday for the last year, they've been demanding an overhaul of Algeria's entire political establishment. Many Algerians say they feel betrayed by their political elite and have lost trust in the government.
We will remove this regime from its roots. This country belongs to the people, not to the thieves and gangs. This country is for Algerians.
Algeria's political crisis began last February when President Abdelaziz Bouteflika announced he wanted a fifth term in office. The 82-year-old had ruled for 20 years, but was rarely seen in public since suffering a stroke in 2013. After weeks of protests calling for him to step down, the army withdrew its support. Algeria's longest-serving president eventually resigned. The Speaker of the Upper House of Parliament, Abdelkader Ben Salah, was appointed interim president, but faced a daunting task. Bouteflika's replacement was accused of corruption, vote rigging and poor governance, and seen by many Algerians as belonging to the same elite. Ben Salah called for unity as well as transparent and fair elections, but discontent continued with protesters determined to push for genuine change. The presidential election, originally scheduled for last July, finally happened in December and was boycotted by many Algerians. Millions described the election as a sham, and less than 40% of the 24 million eligible voters took part. The election was won by Abdelmajid Tebboune, a former prime minister. The military-backed interim government hoped he would end months of protests. So far, that hasn't happened. 58 years after independence from France, many Algerians say they're still fighting for freedom. They want a clean sweep of the political establishment and a national unity government to bring democracy. Victoria Gatenby, Al Jazeera.
And finally, in foreign news, the Mexican government is under fire from its residents who say the leaders have not done enough to recover the bodies of those killed in that country's drug war. Mexico's war on drugs has rendered over 60,000 people missing, and families of the victims are now frustrated by the government's laissez-faire approach. Al Jazeera has the details.
A search party has assembled on the grounds of a Catholic church in Veracruz. Most of the volunteers are the family members of missing persons. Nationwide, more than 60,000 people have disappeared since the start of the war on drugs in 2006. Most are believed to be the victims of criminal gangs or corrupt authorities. In recent years, it's become commonplace for the families of the disappeared to participate in organized searches for possible clandestine grave sites. The recent discovery of a human bone fragment in this field means other human remains could be hidden nearby. Maria Teresa Valadez traveled nearly 2,000 kilometers from her home in Sonora to join the search.
Sometimes for a family member, being given just a small piece of bone can make them feel better because they'll know that that's their family. That fragment can mean someone's parents or children can finally have peace.
False alarms are not uncommon. But a few volunteers like Mario Vergara have gotten quite good at spotting clues. He says he can't remember exactly how many bodies he's helped to uncover in that time.
It's the families of the missing that have learned and are now teaching the government how to conduct a search. These families don't have forensics training, but we're the ones finding the bodies. This should be an embarrassment to the Mexican government.
There are official observers and police keeping watch over the search brigade, but it's the volunteers digging holes and sifting through the soil that seem to be doing most of the work. One of the most common things that we've heard from members of the search brigade is that it's the Mexican government that should be out here in the heat and the sun searching for human remains. This is the 5th time a national brigade has gathered for this kind of search, and it's the largest one to date. By the end of the day, authorities arrive to examine the scene and determine whether or not this site will be counted among the more than 600 clandestine graves discovered in Veracruz in recent years. Manuel Rapalo, Al Jazeera, Poza Rica, Veracruz.
And in sports news, Wusakile lawmaker Paviuma Kalobo is disappointed by the decision to bar soccer icon Kalusha Bwalya from contesting the Football Association of Zambia, FA's presidency. Kalobo says the move taken by the FA's Ethics Committee is illegal and retrogressive. Meanwhile, soccer legend Kalusha Bwalya says the pronouncements made by the FA's Ethics Committee are null and void as they do not meet the basic minimum of the rule of law and fair play as espoused by FIFA. Kalusha maintains that as long as he is Zambian, he is still a candidate and will stand for the FA's top job on March 28th next month.
To say ethics committee, there is an investigative chamber who investigates, then they write to you. It takes a long time. The people can't sit in one day and then they come up with something or draw up and say integrity, and the people say, oh, there must be something. It is wrong. So what we are asking, the pronouncements that have been done today is null and void. It is wrong. That you don't have to smear the people's names out and pronounce that this one is going to do this one is going to do this one is not eligible. So process has to be followed. What we're asking, if they have found anything, first of all, the EGM or the process where this process has been found. For me, I find it it's laughable because the people in office had 4 years in which to come up with a roadmap for the elections, but you can't change the goalposts. No, you don't change the goalposts. So the EGM is wrong, the way it was formulated. The people who are presiding over this, it is wrong. The mandate of the people in office today, it will end on the 19th of March. So they have to cease to exist so that we can allow for a normal process to proceed so that we can have normal elections on the 28th of March. So I'm still candidate for these elections, and I've given my heart and soul for Zambia. I used to come from Mexico to come and play the same day and go back. Traveled 3 days to reach Zambia and then to play. So I'm Zambian, born and raised here, and then I'm eligible to stand for the elections on the 28th in a normal process. I thank you most sincerely.
That ends the Kopala TV main news for today, but before we go, we look at the headlines once again. Government warned not to implicate opposition in the gassing of households. HH condemns acts of terror. Kambwili warns DMMU. And Wusakile lawmaker speaks out on FA's impasse. Thank you for watching the Kopala TV main news. My name is Wawila Musongole and pleasant viewing.